Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to welcome everyone here today, and this is a meeting to vote on our budget for the year, and we will proceed into the agenda. First off, we'll go ahead and have our prayer and our pledge, and Commissioner Ellis will lead us in the prayer, and Commissioner Green will lead us in the pledge.
Father, I'd like to take time out today to say thank you for loving us. Thank you for giving us all the blessings of health, the blessings of homes, the blessings of such a beautiful county that we live in. We ask for your guidance, your leadership in our daily lives, and today as we look over the budget, and we're trying to do everything right for the people of the county. Just ask for your guidance there. We also ask for your forgiveness where we fail you, and we do ask for your light to shine through us each and every day. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here a motion we approve the agenda for today.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay. First on our appointments today, we have the budget approval, so we'll let Mr. Wooten lead us off there.
Thank you, Chairman. Last night you met in a workshop to maybe hone some items of discussion. And so what we did from that point up to this morning is take your action from last night and put in this document. So your first item there is the updated budget ordinance. So again, just as a reminder, what generally has changed, since the presentation on May 29th, there's been some tweaks to various parts of the budget. But since last night, this ordinance includes a 3% COLA for employees. You did maintain on the health insurance for employees what we call the PEPM, the per employee per month budget of $1,000 per month. We're currently at I think 810. And you, again, directed last night on the school and college to leave them where they are for next year. And so, are there any questions about any of the changes that were made to the ordinance?
None from me.
It is ready for approval if you're ready for approval. It does have to be adopted today.
I hear a motion we approve the budget.
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion.
Does that include, so tell me again on the amount from the Sheriff's Department
Yes, sir.
for
Good.
this year?
So there is an appropriation in this ordinance from the jail reserves of $750,000. I should also mention the two positions that were discussed. One is a telecommunicator, one is a detective for the sheriff's office. Those are in this ordinance as well.
And that includes the $75 to $80 tipping fee, correct?
Right, the tipping fee was increased. We do have an updated fee schedule. You've seen before, that was included in that updated fee schedule. So in your action, we would ask that the fee schedule be approved.
And that primarily affects what, businesses on that?
It does, business and industry. So Republic, for example, City of Marion on their commercial accounts. But anybody, I will phrase it, if you're cleaning out your basement and you cross the scale as a property owner in this county, you will pay, a tonnage fee. You're probably not going to have a ton of things maybe in your basement, but, you know, you're paying a percentage of that $80 based on whatever your weight is. But primarily to your question is, commercial industrial waste, primarily.
Okay, any other discussion?
I will say that I do agree with the, everything in that, the 3%. The only thing I disagree with is the 0% to the school and the college. And, but I support the 2 positions, one for the sheriff, one for the EMS. I support tipping fees. Appreciate the donation by the sheriff for $750,000 investment into what we're doing. And, but I do wish that we would have the schools represented.
Other discussion? All in favor of the proposal, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nay. Okay. It is approved, and we move forward, so thank you. I would like to say this, I'd like to say that I appreciate the board and the hard work that everyone on the board has done to try to make this budget happen this year. It's been a struggle, and you know, at the end of the day, we all want what's best for the county, and so though, you know, we may not have got, each one of us might not have got everything we wanted, it has been approved, excuse me, and I will 100% support the decision of the board on this as we move forward. So thank all of you for your hard work in making this happen. Okay, moving along now to item B, which would be the sales tax referendum resolution approval. Mr. Wooten.
Yes, sir. You talked about this last night, and then you've talked about it several times the last month or so. You had previously voted to have a sales tax referendum on the agenda in the ballot in November. Something going on.
There's a new batch of donuts coming out.
Well, so what is required for, you voted last night related to it, but we are required to have a resolution adopted that is provided to the local and state board of elections. So we've prepared one on the referendum for your approval. What I did add language based on your direction last night of having the fiscal year 27 equivalent of a 1 cent communicated that if the vote passes, whatever that equivalent is moving forward, you would do a property tax rate reduction. So we'd have to do some math and explain it to folks, but try our best. And again, state board and the local board of elections doesn't really care about that part, but for the record and for the resolution, to make sure it was in there. Ms. Bell has looked at it and says it checks all the boxes. So, and this is a template the Board of Elections will be okay with. So it is ready for approval.
Move to approve the resolution.
Second.
We have a second discussion.
I'll say this, that I support it, and I'll be voting against the order resolution, but I do support it, but the time is not right. We've got 5 months, and we need an outside party to lead it, explain where the revenue would go, and I totally think it's the fairest way to collect the revenue to help the people out, but I'm afraid it's going to get beat, and I would prefer to see it go on in 2028, and that way you got time for a group to be identified. But I've said that, so I'll be quiet, but I'll be voting against it, that's why.
Just to reiterate we did, and I think you just mentioned that, Ashley, but we are saying that based on this being passing in election, that we would go back and give a reduction in our property tax of
That's what you're
the
communicating.
percentage based on this time period.
Correct.
Okay.
Right, so when you're setting the budget, so hypothetically it passes November, when you're setting the budget for fiscal year '28, your intent right now and probably then is to factor in that approval into your.
Based on the numbers
rate.
now, up
Right.
to date. Okay,
That's our understanding of staff.
any other discussion?
So how much would, are we estimating it would bring in if we did a 1 cent reduction, but it passed?
1.4 million, 1.456.
Then you'd have to
take out the
take out the
650 or so, you're looking at a positive gain of 850, 900, if a penny generates a $1.5 million. And what wasn't said last night, trends tend to go in the direction of sales taxes collections increasing, which can be due to increased sales. It also can be related to inflation, probably both, but sales tax collections can go down. People stop spending money. They're not going to just stop completely, but that number can fluctuate. So that while that number might be like 850 or so that you would clear, being the difference, maybe 9, it could be reduced based on, sour economy, people not making spending decisions, that kind of thing, or making spending decisions to not spend money on consumable goods and services. That makes sense.
What is the cost for putting it on the ballot?
Not aware of any cost, maybe a printing cost, very minimal.
Then it don't cost us anything to try, does it?
Yes, sir.
Do you recommend we do this? Would it be a recommendation of you that we put it on the ballot and then agree to lower the sales tax, property rate if it passes?
I would not recommend doing it if you would not have any effort to educate the public on what you want to do with it. And that's a weird way of saying, if this is this wouldn't be, but hypothetically, if this is the last time you would talk about it, I would say it would be a mistake. And so you all, and I work for y'all and do what you want me to do, of course, there would need to be information and education that you can do to say, hey, everybody, this is on the ballot. Maybe you're curious about it. This is what it would mean. This is what it would do. And I think we can do that social media and press releases and all kinds of things that are pretty low hanging. But if the board is not able and willing to speak about it, again, in an educational standpoint, not advocacy, then I think it's probably a waste of effort. But if you're interested in speaking about why it might be a good, or trying to follow it along, why it is an option that people might want to entertain, then I don't necessarily see the harm. People don't like to spend money, they don't like taxes, and they might have some irritability associated with it, but that probably would fade, I would say, for most people.
I think if we can just get people to understand what it would do, the impact it could have, and how that it could affect a reduction in our property taxes, I think they would be everyone would be for it. It's just, we just have to try to educate them and get the public to understand what it's about. Other discussion about this?
We have discussed this in meeting after meeting after meeting from my very first term on this board. And my position has always been, it don't hurt to try. We have to, as we've discussed, try to educate the public as to what it means, that it is the most fair way to try to gain revenue for the county. And if this don't pass, there's going to be a board have to raise property tax. You're going to have to, because you've got money coming in from no other place. And if you'll look at your email from Mr. Wooten this morning, the state's not going to help you much. So you're going to have to raise taxes somewhere. I'd rather see everybody that comes through this county helping us pay our bills than asking our young couples that are just starting out and our elderly try to pay for it. So that's where I'm at. It don't hurt to try.
Other comments, discussion? All right, all in favor? Oh,
Aye.
any opposed?
Nay.
It is 4-1 vote.
I'll get it to the Board of Elections.
Okay. Moving on now to item C, which would be the opioid settlement funds recommendation. And we have Ms. Jones here with us today, so we welcome her as the Deputy Director
Yes, sir.
to be.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank you.
welcome, ma'am, and congratulations.
Thank you.
And we are honored to be able to work with you and to have you still be part of our county and the leadership in our county. And so thank you for the job you have done, and we look forward to the wonderful job you're going to do.
Thank
So,
you.
welcome.
I appreciate it. Likewise. Look forward to working with you all. This morning, I am here to present the FY27 opioid settlement fund recommendations. Earlier this year, the county released a request for applications, and we received 11 applicants from across the county and proposals for opioid settlement funding for opioid abatement strategies. Staff has evaluated each application, and we used the scoring rubric that was in the RFA that was posted for applicants. And based on that review, we've brought forward 6 community funding recommendations, along with continued support for some county-operated opioid response initiatives that have been ongoing. And you should see all of those in your packet. Throughout the process, the main focus has been investing in programs that demonstrate a measurable impact, and also ensuring that we have long-term sustainability within that fund to continue to fund and support other ideas or organizations throughout the years. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you all may have.
Any questions?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion we approve the request as presented.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I have a question real quick.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
people that didn't get the funding, will you reach out to them, or how do they
Correct.
find out? Okay.
Correct. So after today, we'll notify all applicants whether they received or not.
Okay.
And then the ones that did receive, they'll move forward with all of the agreements and understanding the reporting requirements and all of that.
And this is, so the people who were approved today, it's for a 2-year period or 1 year?
This is a one-year funding
so-
period, just to ensure that if there are others next year that maybe didn't apply this year, that we continue to be equitable and
That's good.
determine sustainability. Yes, sir.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. Okay, item D would be the county ADA compliance report. And we have Mrs. Zoe Montgomery here today to give us that report. So the floor is yours, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. Thank you so much for your time this morning. As stated previously, my name is Zoe Montgomery, and I'm an Americorps Lead for North Carolina Fellow for the UNC School of Government. I'm here today to briefly present the ADA Compliance and Recommendations Report that I completed at the board's request. Consistent with the county's commitment to providing high-quality services and operations for our residents, I conducted a comprehensive review of county facilities for compliance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. The purpose of this assessment was to evaluate current accessibility conditions, identify potential barriers to access, and provide recommendations to enhance public access to county facilities and services. The report includes an assessment of 21 facilities, 18 county-owned properties, and 3 leased properties. It contains an executive summary, methodology, countywide findings overview, prioritization framework. It additionally includes a cost analysis with estimated remediation ranges and individual facility assessments with corresponding recommendations. I would like to note that this report is intended to serve as a planning tool, providing the county with a framework for addressing accessibility improvements over time and incorporating them into future maintenance, renovation, and capital planning efforts. Thank you for your time and consideration. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys may have.
Mr. Chairman, I will make comment that it looks like you gave us a very comprehensive report and a lot of time and research went in this, so thank you for that
Yep.
report.
Any others?
It's spelled out, thank you.
I appreciate the fact that you included, and I don't know where you got your estimates, but you also included the estimates to cost to do these things. So that helps with planning, and I appreciate that.
I would like to say that I appreciate having Zoe with us through the course of the past, how long you've been here?
11 months as of
11 months?
today.
So time, you're going to be leaving when?
Today's my last day.
Oh, today's the last day. So we really appreciate all the hard work you've done for us, and it's been obvious that you have really had your nose to the grindstone, and we appreciate it. And we know that you have a bright future. You know, maybe someday later on in life, you may be sitting here as county manager. Who knows? So, but anyway, I know you have a bright future, and we appreciate all the hard work that you've done.
Of course, thank you guys again. It's been wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to other business. Mr. Wooten, I'll let you take off with item A and you carry on.
Keep on going. So, we're still in FY '26 for 12 hours total. We have 2 items and then amendments. There is a project budget ordinance for the stream restoration program that is post-Helene. This would, a little over $1 million. If we can work out everything, we're going to try to do some work in Old Fort with this funding. So we're looking at a site along Mill Creek right now, doing some outreach to property owners. But we have to go ahead and get the funding kind of on the books. The other item is a reimbursement resolution. We've talked a lot about waste trucks having issues. We have been in the process of ordering one. And we thought it might be in the fall, and it might very much still be, but we might have it as soon as in the next couple of weeks, which would be great. And so this would allow you to, allow us to purchase it and then finance at a later date. And then lastly, we do have, I believe, 6 budget amendments that would essentially close us out for the year. And that's all for the budget items.
Mr. Chairman, make a motion to approve the 6 budget amendments, the project ordinance for the stream rehabilitation project, and the resolution for the reimbursement of the garbage truck work.
Second that.
We have a second discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you. Item B, Mr. Wooten.
So we have requirement by statute for you to approve pyrotechnic fireworks shows, and so you have a memo from our staff. We're aware of 4 shows. There might be others that are happening that we're not aware of, but if there was some awareness, staff reached out to make sure they were following the proper protocol. So we request you approve those.
Make a motion to approve as presented.
Second that.
Motion second, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Item C, Mr. Wooten.
We have a polling place change requested from the Board of Elections for Marion 5 precinct. It has been at the Church of God. They would like, if at all possible, to have as many of the precincts in publicly owned buildings. Churches are great hosts, but it can be more of an imposition for churches. We appreciate their assistance when they're able, but and this isn't something they requested, it's just a local board effort. And so they've identified the recreation center on Academy and West Court being appropriate. Mr. Kazee has been consulted, of course, and he said both in the March and November timeframes for the future, you never know, years and years, but for the foreseeable future, that should not conflict with any activities. So I want to bring it before your approval.
Make a motion to approve the request as presented.
Second.
Motion second, discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you for coming.